What is going on, everybody?
What's
and
up?
Welcome to Cars and Crypto with Diz and Jeff. This is the show where we talk about cryptocurrencies and also cars because everybody in the crypto world be like one Lambo.
One Lambo.
Yeah, so the segment of this show will be, we will talk about a crypto first or NFT or anything of that nature.
Yep.
And then we will pick like a car of the day or something like that.
A dope car. I'm with it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
So first things first, let's talk about an NFT on episode
Yes.
number 1.
First episode. I love NFTs. One Lambo.
Yeah. So this NFT is perfect
I think so.
because
Made in heaven.
it's called NFT Carclub.
What better NFT or crypto project to start off with than NFT Carclub?
Yes. So NFT Carclub is a play to earn NFT. So it comes with a game.
Pull up the site right there.
Yeah. So here we have the site. It's a collection of 10,000 cars.
It's not enough cars, but
There's not enough cars.
we're gonna settle for that.
Yes. So let's scroll down on the page where you can enter the club, and this is where you would go to mint it. This is on the Solana network.
Yep, and look at how dope this logo is. I'm sorry, I'm loving the logo. I'm just saying it because we had a lot to do with the development of this project, so
Yeah.
we got to speak the truth. We're gonna be transparent.
And we're very transparent because there's a lot of people that have projects and they don't show their faces. Like here we are giving you this project. We're showing our faces, and we have nothing to hide. This is the real deal. Like this, you're not getting anything realer than this.
I can honestly say I'm one step away from people knowing where I live. Be transparent about the project, and we've worked hard at it, and there's no shame in it, and there's no. I mean, we're working for the community, but I'll just enter the club now and show everyone.
Yeah, let's
Let's
go
look
enter
at the
the
club.
club.
Bang. And I know this intenders. Hey,
Let's get it.
NCC, which stands for NFT Carclub. Could have not sing that better. We should have been R&B singers.
All right, so we'll go through it. Just 10,000 cars that are designed. Like we said, there is a game that this comes along with where you can race your NFT.
Yes, and check this car out here. So NFT Carclub, the concept is that we are not only in the metaverse, but also in the real world. So we are building a car club outside of the metaverse. And like Jeff just said, we do have a play to earn video game. We have 3 cars in the collection, which emulates their derivative artworks of GTR, Nissan, also of a Ferrari and a Supra. I should have known that off a little bit quicker, but they're super cool cars. We developed the game first before we even launched the NFT. We wanted to make sure that we had some substance behind the actual project itself. And what can we say? We've been doing giveaways, Solana giveaways, NFT giveaways. We haven't minted out completely yet, but we have a strong community. We love the community. They love us.
Shout out to the community. You guys are great.
Shout out to Edwin, to young Pablo,
Angel.
Big shout out to Angel. Everyone else who participates, who goes on there on the AMAs. They ask great questions. We have fun, and we have a pretty solid team. But yeah, just to kind of go through a little bit of the site, we do have swag. One swag, sir. One swag.
Swag. It could be once a week. Like I said, like this was just talking about our AMAs. Tune into our AMAs because we're always giving away swag, NFT, or
Decals.
Solana decals, you name it.
Everything.
And if you're lucky enough, I don't know, maybe we might feel generous and just give away all 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tune in.
Or give away a Maserati.
Yes. All right. So we'll talk about that a little bit after. But let's go through this.
We'll get there. So what does that stand for?
So NFT flagship member. This is where you're gonna earn even more than just racing your NFT. So you need to own 5 NFTs.
Yeah.
And that gives you the eligibility to become a flagship member. You will earn a percentage of all the races,
all the races. Revenue from all the races. As a flagship member, you get a cut just for holding 5 NFTs.
Just 5.
Just 5. It's like having your own little dealership. That's the cool part about it.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this is like it's like starting your own business, especially now that Solana's down, for
$500.
$500
At this current time that this is being filmed.
Yes. Yeah. And on top of that, another thing that we haven't mentioned is that you're also going to be able to rent out your NFTs. So once we completely mint out, which is we're not stopping until we completely mint out.
Exactly.
But if people want to play this game, they have no choice but to rent somebody's NFT unless somebody sells it to them.
Unless you sell their NFT.
Why would you sell if you're going to make passive income?
Doesn't make sense. I wouldn't sell. Yeah. I'm a hodler since 2017, baby.
Same here, baby. Same here. So, which is pretty cool. And of course, so when you mint, there's different variations of the vehicle. You know, like decals, colors, rims, hood, vents, all that good stuff.
Yep. One Lambo. I'm gonna keep asking one Lambo.
No, we're gonna do one Maserati. Speaking about the Maserati, so once we completely mint out,
let's get to the roadmap. Oh, should we highlight the video game?
All right. So here's like a little demo of the game. This is version 1, and we do have plans on coming out with a version 2.
Yep.
So version 1 will only be able to play on desktop, PC, laptops, anything like that.
Web browser.
Not on mobile, but version 2 that's in the plans.
Yes, definitely is. And we'll just look at some of the cars in the game. They're 3D rendered for the game. This is the emulated version of the GTR, which is super sick. Dope. And just kind of a little bit about what we're looking to do. And it's really, it's what matters the most, right? Is people who love cars, love NFTs, and we want to make sure that we're behind the community, guiding everyone to go in the right direction, right? So that's the main goal. And then this is the beautiful roadmap where we've actually already have given out more than 10 souls. We revealed the decals. We did a bunch of this stuff without getting here, right? But the one thing we can't do is
the Maserati giveaway.
Yes, we cannot give it away just yet. It is a Maserati GTS, 230 miles per hour. This is a monster of a vehicle. I've driven it. I have it in a garage. It's a beautiful car. It has a Ferrari engine in it. Everybody who knows about Maseratis knows the history of it. It's just an awesome vehicle, and we're actually giving it to the community because most projects out there, whether it's crypto or NFT, they are not giving too much back other than camaraderie and community. We want to give away something of good value outside of everything that is packed into this project with, the video game, the play to earn, rent to earn, flagship membership, swag, all the AMA stuff that we do is also, hey, one of our mentors is going to get a freaking car.
And all you have to do is mint one car. Make sure you have it in your Phantom wallet. Just one, and that gives you a chance to win a Maserati.
It is a docs team, and if you start clicking on things, you'll see people's faces. I'm not going to click too much. If you click on this Twitter here, you might see my face. But, a couple things that we want to go over, and this is part of us bringing value outside of our own community as well, is how do you identify what's a good project, right, Jeff? And how do we go by what's something worthwhile to invest into, right? And why don't we talk about that, right? Let's talk about, and I'll bring this logo back up, just a little bit about NFT and cryptos. How do you identify a good project? And then I'll give you my version of it, and I think we're on the same page. And how do you know if it's even the time to invest, right?
Yeah. I mean, so one of the things that I always look for is like something so simple. Do they have a website?
Boom. They
have a website. Now, all right. One thing that's very important that a lot of people don't do is one thing that is important that a lot of people don't do is read their white paper.
That is very true. Most projects don't have white papers.
Exactly. Then, all right, roadmap. Are they doxed? If they're not doxed, like, do they have any type of information that you kind of know, like, hey, these people are like legit or not. Which is tricky because there's people that kind of fake the funk too. Like
yeah,
they might like take like different pictures and stuff like that. But for example, like I don't want to keep talking about like our project here with NFT Carclub, but like
just drop it.
We're talking to you.
We got to talk about it.
We're here.
We are here. We are live. We are in color. We are. I'm not gonna pinch myself because that's dumb, but we're real folk.
We're real folks, and we're always active, like on our Discord, our Twitters. That's another thing. Once a project launches, are the is the team still involved? Are they active? Because if not, to me that kind of raises like a little red flag. It's
definitely.
Okay, they launched the project. Now they're not involved. Like, are they?
Where they go?
Like,
where they go? On? So it's interesting you say that because a lot of projects out there in DeFi, outside of DeFi, right? NFT space, wherever, they don't want to dox themselves, and there is something that's always like well, it's a mystery crew. Maybe they're who knows who they are, and maybe they have some hot fire but it could also be a rug. It could also be a 100%. Rug. So I mean, when I look at projects, I look for the team. I look at the team. I look at the vision. I look at the timing and the execution, right? Yeah. So those are some tidbits there of how we identify projects, because if you look and they have an actual team, right? Even if you can see a few members and you can see that they have a history, like you can follow us, you can see that we have a history of doing these kinds of projects we've been involved with for a while, right? And also as investors in crypto. If they have the right vision and if the time is right, and then how is the execution of it, right? Because the market goes up, it goes down. So you got to look at everything. You got to make sure that it's a good team, that it's a solid team. I've gotten burnt one too many times investing into projects that were rug pulls, unfortunately, as part of the, growing pains. And also not seeing the actual team, it's like, hey, I'm going to send you technically, a few $100 to join your project. Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. And so I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, like we both agree on what you need to look out for, but it's just like you really need to do your research, because I'm not gonna name the project, but there's a project that had like a little hype name behind it, completely sold out, and they walked away with $1 million.
Ooh, when Lambo. Lambo never came. Oh,
they're definitely driving their little Lambo.
Oh, man. I mean, they got the Lambo. Jeez, yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, but nobody cares because they're just jumping into like, oh, what's that? Like a ape with a banana?
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're all over it.
Oh, my goodness. It just has.
And it's sad. You have like a team like us that, sometimes here and there we get question, which is fine.
Yeah, ask me questions. I challenge people. I'm like, let's hop on a Zoom. And people know on Discord, I'm the quickest. I'm like, hey, listen, I know you have a lot of questions. Let's hop on a Zoom. And the community members that have hopped on Zoom with us on AMAs, which typically a lot of projects will do Twitter spaces, right? Which we did a Twitter space, but we got trolled. So that was bad. But on Zoom, you can see my face. You can see my expressions. You can see whether or not I'm genuine about it, and you can judge for yourself. But, there's people who are always ask questions. Not every question is dumb, but some questions shouldn't be asked. Like, all you have to do is look at the website.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Look at the team, the execution.
Look at the team, look at the execution. And like you had mentioned earlier, this is more than just NFT. This is more than just being in the digital space. We want to be out there. We want to, go to Texas. We want to go to.
Yeah. We have a community member or members that are doing a car show in Texas. We sent them a bunch of T-shirts.
Yep, we sent them T-shirts.
We got T-shirts and sweaters.
To promote, and we want to be out there in the real world, just not behind the screen or behind the computer.
I'm a car guy, by the definition of cars. I mean, yeah, if that makes sense. I love cars.
Yes, this is
I love cars.
He loves cars.
One Lambo.
One Lambo. But yeah, so we want to be out there. We want to get to know you guys on a personal level. So that's one thing that we have planned. We want to go to different places and meet all of you guys, and bring your cars or bring your NFTs. You know what I'm saying? Show off your NFTs.
Yeah.
So we're definitely thriving for that. So speaking of like When Lambo, should we just do like the car of the day?
When Porsche.
This
Don't worry, I'm pulling up the Porsche.
Doesn't care about a Lambo. This doesn't care about a Honda.
No. Or a Nissan Sentra.
or a Nissan Sentra.
Shout out.
This is what this wants right here, which is fire.
When look Porsche. At that. When Porsche. So this is the car of the day, and we promise you guys we will get a little smoother with it. As this is smooth as hot butter being cut with a knife. Or is it butter being cut with a hot knife? I don't know. Yeah. There's a saying behind it. So this is when Porsche. I always ask myself. So this is actually my dream car. I've always loved Porsche ever since I was a youngster back in the 90s. I'm not going to say exactly when in the 90s, but it was like 90, probably 95. But old school cat pulled up with like an 89 Porsche 911 and drop top. It was beautiful. That's when I first fell in love with the Porsches. And then I started driving like around that age, which I wasn't supposed to be driving. That's a whole different story. I'm not going to incriminate myself on statute of limitation. But when Porsche is the question. This is such a dope car. It had to be the first car for our first podcast, YouTube / all of the above. And just give you guys a rundown why this is the car of the day. I mean, I technically I love old cars. I'm a 60s cars kind of guy. I have a couple myself. Maybe some point you guys will see me. I drive them in the summertime. I'm not driving them in the wintertime because we live in the East Coast. And then then it'll be one tow truck. But this is a 2022 Porsche GT3. And this is a beautiful car. 500.
The 911, right?
That's the 911. Yes, the 911 GT3. 502 horsepower, which has a lot of horses.
It's a lot of ponies, guys.
That's a lot of ponies. Right. So this car is not only luxurious, sporty. I mean, anyone can drive it. You can, it could be your mother can drive this, or your young brother can drive this, and everyone's going to enjoy this vehicle. It's safe. I've actually had the privilege of driving one of these, not mine. Somebody let me borrow it. I didn't even have to go test drive it in the dealership. But just to give you guys a little idea, this bad boy right here, and this color right here is a shark blue. That's the color. But if you look at this beauty right here.
Look at that tail.
Look at that, right? It goes 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds. And if you have the Touring package, it'll be in 3.7 seconds, right? There's a slight difference with the miles per hour and in Touring and without Touring, but just the luxury of it. Yeah, this car is a beautiful car. I can dive into all the technical stuff. I don't want to. I just want to admire the aesthetics of it. One thing that's iconic about the Porsche is that they've never really changed that signature look, right? So you can look back at the first Porsche, or in the 70s or 60s or 80s or 90s, and you will see that there is this iconic look to the Porsche. The headlights always have that kind of froggy-eyed look, which is beautiful, and it's jam-packed with beauty and power. 6-speed all the way, baby.
You know what my only disappointment is? Why is there only one cup holder, bro?
Because this is meant to live on the edge, man.
You've never went and got a cup of coffee and a water.
I mean, get a flask, bro.
That's my only gripe. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is sexy.
This is a beautiful car. So, but this is it. I gotta stop popping that up. This is the car of the day. Is the Porsche. It's a beautiful car. Take a look at it, guys. If you guys
sexy.
And one cool thing to know about Porsche is that if you go and purchase a brand new Porsche, they give you the Porsche experience, where they'll take you out. I think it's to Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, and you get a whole entire day where you get to drive your car on a track. They feed you. They treat you like royalty, because it's a pretty penny for this car, over 160, just starting off MSRP. So it is.
I think it's safe to say that we know where your Solanas and Ethereum's gonna go to.
I mean, I can't, but I will one day. One day. That is the goal. I'm
going to tell you guys, since we're talking about Porsche, I'm going to tell you guys a quick little story. My father once had a Porsche. I think it was a 914. It was like the, I forget what they call it, but it wasn't like, like the higher
It's
ones.
the poor man's Porsche.
Yeah, sure, but a Porsche is a Porsche, right?
Of course.
He pretty much gave it away for free.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so, and now he's like, I wish I would have kept it, but
it's worth a pretty penny.
Oh yeah, I know. We looked
into
it.
Yeah. It's worth like 40 to 50.
It's an old school car, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
1970s or something like that.
It was a beautiful car. It's no longer a poor man's Porsche. It's now make you some money. It'll make you some money. But yeah, man, I mean, this is beautiful. I think that we have, what we're establishing here is, bringing you guys good content, educating you guys more about crypto, about our experiences in crypto, because we are heavy investors. We'll talk more about DeFi. We'll talk more about what are good plays that we've gotten into, how we identified them. And then we're always going to bring a dope whip because it is cars and crypto.
It is cars and crypto. And please, guys, like, don't ever confuse this like with other channels where, people get paid to like shill a project. Like, no, we're not going to do that.
This is passion.
This is passion. We're going to talk about projects that are legit. We'll be here looking at their website. If we think it's legit or not. And so definitely stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching episode 1.
Yes.
You got something to say?
1 Lambo, 1 Porsche.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Peace.
Peace.